So I was trying to find watch reviews on YouTube for these two watches, and I could not find them anywhere, so I was like, okay, I'll do one. They're both weekenders from Timex, 40 mil. They're both antique brown or brass. One is the standard weekender, and one is the chronograph. They both have the green numerals with the off-white dial. The minute and hour hands are relatively low contrast, so if you have bad eyesight, these probably are not a great watch to go with in the weekender line. You could probably go with something that's way more high contrast. However, these are the only ones that come with the brushed brass. All the other ones are chrome plated or have like black paint on them, and these are the ones that just look kind of like a dark gold vintage, World War II style watch. So I feel like they look very cool. And the leather straps are real nice. I wore the chronograph with this strap for months and like slept in it. I was literally like crawling around in the dirt, rocks, so it had definitely, the strap has been through a lot. This watch is the watch face. It's been through a lot, but really on this strap. So it's kind of a little beat up, but I feel like it's held up really well. It's genuine leather, so it's not like the nicest, handmade Italian leather. However, for genuine leather, it's pretty good. It's definitely soft, feels comfortable. I do prefer to wear either of these watches on a green NATO strap. I feel like the green goes really nicely with the color scheme. I'll just show it actually. So the lighting might be tricky. There's not a lot of light in here, but basically you can see that that's green. It's a really dark green, and I find it just goes really nicely with the green on the numbers. So green on green looks good. I think all my other colored NATO straps don't look good with these watches, so I feel like green is really the only color. Green or brown NATO, I guess. That being said, everyone prefers the leather. But when you're wearing a watch, NATO's more comfortable. Like, it definitely feels way more comfortable to wear a NATO strap. I love both these watches. They're both great. However, if I could only have one, I would take this regular weekender on a green NATO strap that I would buy afterwards. This one is basically $25 to $40, and then this one is upwards of $65. And besides that, if you look at them both side by side, the chronograph is way chunkier. So it wears very high on your wrist, as opposed to the normal weekender where it fits under your sleeve much easier. It's just a much smaller watch face. So even though the diameter is the same, this watch is much lighter and more comfortable to wear. And yeah, I really like it. The issue with the chronograph, which by the way, the chronograph is amazing, but the issue with the chronograph is that if you don't leave the chronograph running, everyone will think your watch is broken because they'll just be like, oh, your second hand's not moving, and they don't see that it's that little tiny one. So I find that this is kind of an odd watch to wear when novices look at it because they'll think it's broken. So then you're just better off like running the chronograph when you get to like social gatherings, that way no one brings it up. So it's something to keep in mind that I feel like if you're not familiar with chronographs, this is a traditional chronograph style where like the big second hand is actually the stopwatch feature. So it measures up to 30 minutes, a tenth of a second. So sometimes a handy little feature. But ultimately, I would definitely take this watch 100% of the time. Like after this video is done and I put a watch on, I'm going to put the green NATO strap on this watch and put it on. And I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day. And yeah, I actually sleep in watches, because it's nice to... My cell phone I don't keep charged next to my bed, because if the alarm clock goes off, I'm more likely to not get out of bed, so I need to have my cell phone on the other side of the room. So that's actually why I like to wear a watch, because if it's the middle of the night and I don't know what time it is, the watch. And actually, we had a power outage recently, and I didn't have any flashlights or batteries, and like the lume on this thing lit up what I needed to see at night, so it's really bright, actually. And they both have lume, so... definitely a cool feature with the quartz watch. But yeah, I didn't see any reviews of these things on YouTube, and I was like, that's a damn shame, because these are both, in my opinion, the best looking weekenders. Except for maybe like the Charlie Brown ones, because those ones are pretty cool. But other than that, these ones are my favorite, by far. I really like them. Good value. This one's a much better value. You could buy two of these for the price of one of those. I would just get two of these. You'll get two leather straps, you get two sweet watches, you break one, you got a backup. And then just pick up some NATO straps, and yeah. Because these ones are really easy to remove. They're basically leather NATO straps, so you can remove it with no tools. Super convenient, super easy. I'm actually going to put one on. Give me a sec. Okay, and that's what it looks like. I have small 6.5-inch wrists, so if you have small wrists and you're worried about it, it's not a problem. I wouldn't go bigger than 40mm because the lugs almost overhang my wrists, but they don't. But very low profile. Definitely the more comfortable of the two watches to wear. And yeah, definitely my preferred of the two. That being said, you cannot go wrong with this chronograph. And especially with the leather band, like, it does look very nice. You can definitely wear it on more formal occasions and it fits right in. So, all in all, both excellent watches. I think they're both highly recommended, but I do recommend the one I'm wearing, actually. So, hopefully that was helpful. Everyone have a good day.